Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another episode. I think last night's show might have been the worst performance I've ever given in my life. Like, I actually hated most of it. I think I'd been on such a high for our opening night, and the audience was absolutely jam-packed, and I just had like a perfect show almost. Like, I just didn't get anything wrong, or there was nothing that I was unhappy with anyway. And then yesterday, we weren't as full as we were. And obviously with pantomime, that makes a difference because you're not getting as much back from the audience. And basically, at my very first line, I say, "Hello, everyone." And there was silence. And that threw me so much. I shouldn't have let it throw me. I should have just, carried on. But then in my head, whilst I was getting through my scene and getting through my lines, I just had that in my head, like the audience aren't on board with me, and I looked ridiculous when I paused for them to speak and they didn't. And it just all went from there. And like, there was tech things that went wrong. Most people had a bit of a funny show, to be honest. And I was speaking to some people about it, and it's apparently a real thing that happens, like a second night show jitters sort of thing, because you're never going to get the audience from an opening night. And if the opening night went really well, you're probably going to feel a little bit more laid back, so you're going to just like try and relax into it, but things might go wrong then. But anyway, I'm over it now. And do you know what? The audience probably didn't even notice the things that I was doing wrong, like stuttering a little bit or whatever. But in your head, it feels like this massive thing because you've got all these people staring at you, Anyway, I'm going to have my advent calendar. Does anybody else have their advent calendar like first thing in the morning? I don't know, I've just done it since I was a kid. Dairy milk caramel. And even though it's the morning, I eat the chocolate. Okay, let me talk you through a brief plan of the day. So we have our first 2-show day today, and we've got a show at 1 o'clock and a show at 5. The exciting thing about today for me is Luke's coming. He's coming up to visit, which is so exciting. I haven't seen him in about 2 weeks, so I'm really looking forward to him being here. So he's coming here for, after the second show, he's seen the show for the first time, but then he needs to go home because we are dealing with some family illness at the moment, which is not very nice. And part of me wishes that I could be at home, to be honest, to be helping with that, but here we are. Luke is actually doing his own panto. He's doing Dick Whittington, but it's much closer to home, so he can actually live at home while he's doing it. He's got a day off today, so it's really nice that he can come and see my panto, and on one of my day offs, I'm going to go and see his. I wrote all of my Christmas cards last night, just to get that out of the way. One task done. I need to go and get some wrapping paper to wrap up some of the bits that I have. I woke up yesterday actually with a bit of a bunged up nose. I don't know whether you can hear it. A couple of our ensemble girls have been a little bit poorly, and we had illness last week. So I think it's just getting to me. So I'm really hoping I don't get more ill than this. My panto track is quite easy in terms of like, I don't sing really, really high, or I don't dance a crazy amount, so that if I had like a chest infection or anything like that, I wouldn't be able to do it. Yeah, I'm hoping that I will be fine. Okay, I am now dressed for the day. I actually forgot to tell you guys some really exciting news, and every time I've been filming a video, I've been like, oh, I must say that, and then I just haven't. So, while we were in Budapest, I got a call from my agent telling me that I had been given the show that I was auditioning for in the video before Budapest, when I was going like back and forth to London, and it was all crazy. So I have a job after panto, which is so exciting. It's a workshop of a new musical, and it's about a 3-week job. It just means that my little gap that I had between panto and my job that's starting in March, I have it sort of filled. I do still have a few weeks off either side, but it does mean that I don't have to really panic and find work in between those jobs, so I'm really, really excited and I can't wait to tell you what it is. I've never workshopped a musical before, so it's going to be a learning curve. Obviously we'll be originating roles, but I'm really, really excited for that challenge. I think it'll be really fun. Anyway, it is super duper early and I don't have to be at the theatre for another sort of hour and a half, but I'm gonna leave now because I want to clean my dressing room because it got a state yesterday. I think I was so stressed, I was just being a bit frantic. So yeah, I want to clean my dressing room. If I have time, I might pop out and get some more snacks from my dressing room and also maybe some wrapping paper, but we'll see. Right, I've just got in and had a bit of a tidy. It's much better than it was, although it's still pretty messy. I'm having a bit of a dilemma because I've lost my purse. I think it might be at home, like buried somewhere, but I did look this morning and I've looked here and it's not here, so I'm like, oh, what the hell? What the hell have I done with that? I'm sure I'll find it. I'm sure it'll be at home. I'm going to pop out and try and get some breakfast somewhere. Maybe it's just going to be Pret. I've got on some cosy Christmas jazz music and it's just getting me in the spirit, you know? We've just been told that we're sold out for both shows today, so I'm really, really excited. Also feeling a little bit silly because we had... Sorry, I didn't finish my conversation earlier because I was called to go and do something. No, so I feel really, really silly for being in such a hump about how the audience didn't really respond well to the show yesterday. We had an amazing, amazing charity in called Panto Wheels, and they allow disadvantaged people to come and see the panto. And we had a lot of people from Ukraine, and obviously English isn't their first language, and of course they wouldn't have responded to us, but got some really, really good feedback. And a lady said that she's not seen her child smile like that in a very, very long time. So, you know, the work we're doing is so transformative to people's lives. But of course, because we're fresh open, I thought, oh gosh, I'm doing something wrong because we weren't made aware. I wish we were made aware because that would have been such a beautiful show to perform and we could have been more demonstrative and made it make sense more physically. But oh well. I'm glad that they had a really good time. How amazing. We've just got to the interval. We're having a few technical issues. Of course, we're still in previews at the moment, so there's going to be sound issues, there's going to be lighting issues, etc, etc. Yeah, it's just about planning through, really. I'm really, really excited for Luke to see it this afternoon. I think it will be really nice to have him in the audience. There we go, ready for Act 2. Hello, everybody. I completely forgot that I was filming. I'm so sorry. Basically, after the first show, I ran out to meet Luke. We only had about 40 minutes to go and grab some dinner and then get back into the theatre. So yeah, I've just done my little opening section, my opening 10 minutes of the show, and it went really well this evening. All of the tech stuff that didn't really go right this afternoon were much better, and just knowing that Luke is out there is so lovely and just gives me a little bit of a kick up the bum, do you know? Anyway, this show's going really well. I was feeling ill this morning, but I'm feeling much better now. I don't know whether it will come back on sort of tomorrow morning, but I'm feeling good as it is. I can't believe that some days we're going to have to do 3 shows in one day. That's going to be a very big learning curve for me. Hello everyone. I'm being super duper quiet because my Digs hosts are probably asleep right now. I'm so sorry. I've been so crap at vlogging today. It's been a pretty crazy day because we're still in previews. We are having lots of changes thrown at us like all the time. Honestly, it's pretty overwhelming to deal with, so yeah, it's not too easy to vlog this whole experience. Obviously, previews is meant to be the time where changes happen and things, but this experience is always really difficult, no matter what show you're in. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going. It's Vlogmas. And also I think it's really important to show you guys like the reality of So sorry, my phone just went dead as I was taking off my makeup. What I was saying is, I think it's really important to show you guys the reality of the job. I think that's probably why most of you follow me, to sort of find out what the industry is really like. So yes, previews can be pretty stressful. There's lots of changes being made as we're doing shows. You're having to learn material overnight, having to change things on the spot. It can be pretty stressful, but it's what makes the show a brilliant show. So, you know, you go ahead and you do it. I really didn't film much when I was with Luke because I was just trying to absorb as much time as possible and you know, have quality time with him, but he really enjoyed the show and we went for a few drinks afterwards, and it was just really nice to see him. As I said, I haven't seen him in quite a while, so it's been a learning curve for us really, because we haven't spent more than 2 weeks apart, like, ever. So this is a really good chance for us to discover what it is like to be apart, because it's very likely in the future with the jobs that we both do that we're going to have to spend time apart. So this like 6-week contract has been a really good judge of what that will be like and how we need to navigate that. So I think we're doing really well at the moment. So yeah, but it was really nice to see him, and it was really nice to know that he was in the audience tonight. It gave me a little bit of oomph, you know. But anyway, I had a really good day of shows, and I think the more shows we do, like, the more confident I feel, and the better the tech gets, and the better we are bouncing off each other and like playing around. And yeah, it just feels really, really good. I'm having an amazing time. Anyway, I'm gonna end the vlog here. I know this vlog has been a bit wishy-washy, pardon the pun. I really don't want to keep my Digs hosts awake, so yeah, I'm gonna go now. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. I think I'm gonna do a tutorial on how I do my show makeup because I always get questions on it, so yeah, stay tuned for that.